Hello students! We already know that polished surfaces like mirrors form both real and virtual images of an object by reflection. Of what? Of light. But how formation of such images takes place, we will see in this video. Now observe your screen students, what you see. Exactly, it's a plane mirror. So let's consider this plane mirror. See yourself in it. What you see? Your image, of course. Do you wonder why do we see our image? Yes, you know it's because of reflection of the light. We know when light from the source like tube lights, bulbs fall on us, it reflects off from our body and in turn falls on the mirror. This light is incident light. It gets reflected again from here and reaches our eye. And this is how we are able to see our image. The same thing happens with every object. But where is the image? Did you see some image on your screen? No? Students, just observe your screen. There is image behind the mirror. Now think whether this image so formed is real or virtual. It is virtual image. How? We'll see it. Also observe that your image is behind the mirror. How is it behind the mirror? Let's see it. To understand this, let's first simplify our earlier example. Replace yourself with an arrow and mirror with the symbol AA. Consider the head of the arrow as the head of yours. Now observe the rays coming from the top of the arrow, that is incident rays, they fall on the mirror. They will get reflected from the surface of the mirror in a fashion as seen. Now this is in accordance with the laws of reflection. That is, the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection should be same. As seen, all the rays after hitting the mirror gets reflected in different directions and the gap between them widens. And hence they will never intersect or meet at a point. You know, intersection of reflected rays is very important for image formation because that is the point where image is formed, which does not happen here in the case of plane mirror. But still we are able to see our image in the mirror. Why and how? Let's see. Now what you do is just extend the reflecting rays behind the mirror and see what happens. Yes, they appear to meet at a point behind the mirror. This is the point where we see the image of the point from where rays were incident behind the mirror. Thus, we see the image of the object at this virtual meeting point. Please note, students, that no rays are actually reaching behind the mirror, as mirror reflects almost all the rays back from the surface. Thus rays appear to meet behind the mirror and hence image is virtual and we feel it is behind the mirror. So students, do we have to every time draw the diagram to understand this? No. Our eyes and brain, they do it for us. Something similar happens for the rest of the points on the objects so that we see the full image of the object. So students, we can think of a virtual image as an image which appears to be formed somewhere behind the mirror. But in reality, it isn't there. Remember, virtual image is formed from diverging rays. And the rays appear to meet at a point, in actually they don't meet. Thus, plane mirrors form virtual image and not the real image. So then what is real image and how it is formed? Where it is formed? Let us see. For that, you will have to replace plane mirror with a concave mirror, that is curved mirror. Why? Because plane mirror always forms virtual image and we want to see what is real image. Let us keep the object same AB and consider the incident rays coming from point A of the object incident on the mirror. Observe each ray is traveling in certain direction after reflection. Note that here also the light follows the laws of reflection. What difference did you notice here as compared to the plane mirror? In case of plane mirror, all the reflecting rays were diverging, isn't it? Yes. While in case of concave mirror, all the reflecting rays converge at some point. That means the rays are coming together and the gap between them narrows down, and finally they meet at a point in actual. So this is how image gets formed in a concave mirror. Such images are called as real image. Thus, a real image gets formed in front of the mirror where reflected rays actually meet. As you can see, the real image is always inverted and formed on the same side of the mirror. So students, now you understand the formation of real and virtual image. So let's recapitulate the differences. In real image, light rays actually meet to form an image, while in virtual image, light appears to meet at some point behind the mirror. The real image is generally inverted, while the virtual image is erect. Real image can be obtained on screen, while virtual image cannot be obtained on screen. Real image is always in front of the mirror, while virtual image is behind the mirror. So students, where do you use this real image formation and virtual image formation? The cinema screens that you see, they use the real image, isn't it? Formation of virtual image is used in plane mirrors that you see at your home. So we now know that plane mirrors form a virtual image. You know students, this is the first characteristic of image formed by plane mirror. So do I mean there are other characteristics also? Yes, of course. We will see them in our next video.